Okay, Unique Classic Cars, uniqueclassiccars.com. Thank you so much. We had to do the charge challenge because the week is so odd. Normally, we would have played Hotlines.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll do it next Wednesday, But no matter what.
Scissor City.
That's right. From the Scissor City Correctional Facility. That's right.
Yes.
You've been there. You know that place well.
Yep,
You've visited a lot of people.
I know it well.
Yeah. Again, we'll get to that next week. Thank you again, Unique Classic Cars, uniqueclassiccars.com. We love you. That's Carly. That's old Parrish over there.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, Maxwell, what is going on with the Timberwolves today? The PA's down there broadcasting live,
I'm not sure. I think he's just hanging out.
Second day of training camp.
Is it training camp? Okay,
yeah,
that's cool. Got it. So that's happening.
And I expect the Towns trade to be official by the end of the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's told you that?
Your dad. He's gotten really into the NBA.
You know what drives me crazy is apparently my dad's here all the time and I never see him.
Yeah.
It's like, you're my dad. Why are you coming to see Sauce all the time?
Yeah.
I don't
Why
understand.
is my dad always coming to see you?
Well, because I demand it.
Yeah, good point.
I could have answered that in a lot of ways and I kept it as clean as possible. Should we do the news?
Yeah.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey.
That's me. And thank you, St. Paul Saints. Can't wait for next season. Today is National Name Your Cat Day.
Ooh.
At least that's what I thought.
Oh, no.
Until I realized it was National Name Your Car Day. Completely different thing.
Wow.
Not as fun.
No.
Man, you are
Very different things.
You are cross-eyed horny today.
Most Americans spend more than an hour a day in their cars, and today is the day they dedicated to giving it a proper name.
Naming your car is strictly an American thing. Other countries think we're odd driving vehicles with names like Baby, the most popular, or Betty, the second most popular car name. There are famous cars like Kit from Knight Rider, the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzards, and Herbie the Love Bug. Or how about a scary car name like Christine? There are lots of cars out there named Please Start or Oh No Not Now. But AutoWise says of those who name their ride, 53% of us choose girl names. I'm Bree Tennis.
Bree, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever
Christine,
heard.
the scary name.
That was...
Well, you remember the Stephen King book, Christine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, which Christine
I
harmed
was like,
Bree Tennis?
yes. Bree, what Christine hurt you?
Christine.
Now, I drive the Sexy Flexi,
Yeah.
my Ford Flex, which I love. Do you guys have names for your automobiles?
I've never named an automobile.
Today's the day.
No.
No.
What are you naming your truck? First thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
Just whatever name. Go.
Just say
Bonquisha.
Wait a minute. I don't want to just throw something out here and be stuck with this. silly
Too
name.
bad. That's the way it's done.
Yeah. Say Bonquisha.
Yeah, Lamangelo.
Rolls off the tongue.
Whatever. I'll call it, My Baby.
Okay, well,
No.
you don't have to sound like we're putting you down for death.
Carly, name your car. Go.
The Beast.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like that
Because
one.
it's huge. Mine's huge.
Yeah, no, yours is My Baby.
No. I want the Beast.
No, you've already said
No,
you're my
no,
baby.
no.
So you
Sauce?
can't have my name.
You don't have this in writing.
Yep. Mine's and my vehicle's massive, so it can be the Beast.
Oh, God.
Mine is just Steve.
See, there you go, Steve. Right. Zach,
Todd.
Max,
Wayne.
anybody?
My bike. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
what's
got
your
my
bicycle?
bike.
What's your name of your bike?
Lakeisha.
Yeah.
Lakeisha.
Bonquisha.
Bonquisha. Yeah, it's a
Rider
middle
every-
name. Bonquisha's
Rider
a
every
middle
day.
name. Oh, yeah.
My God.
Shout
Can
it.
I name it?
Shout it.
Can I name it Dirtbag? So when I get angry at it, I can call it Dirtbag.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can. This is a
You can do
fake
whatever you
thing,
want.
Perry.
Old baby dirtbag.
That's why
I'm going to name my car
We're not going to
Life.
make you get
Yeah,
like
none
a
of us
personalized plate.
are at gunpoint.
What'd you say, Zacho?
I'm going to name my car Life because it goes way too fast.
Oh. Look at you.
Man,
Well, see, that was very deep and stuff.
yeah, that was odd.
Nice
Shut
job.
up.
No, it was good. It was good. I like the
no, but it
deepness.
was
Deepness is good.
depressing.
Yes.
I like
Real
it.
cute.
It was
Deepness
depressing,
goes way too
deep
fast. The average amount of money neighbors plan to spend on Halloween this year is $277. It's according to a survey by Nextdoor. $76 of that total is going to candy. The rest is on costumes and decorations. Most neighbors expect to start trick-or-treating between 6 and 7 p.m., while neighbors believe that 14 is the age children should stop going door to door. You guys have any opinions on the age of the trick-or-treater?
Yeah, I ain't giving you no candy if you got facial hair.
I mean, I'll give whoever comes to the door, I'll give you candy, but I probably wouldn't go at about 12, 13.
But I was going at like 14, 15.
Of course you were.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were egging, kicking people's doors in. Oh, yeah.
I remember I went with my brother, who granted looked my age at that point, and another friend of ours, and I was 16. And that makes my brother 18. But like I said, he looked like us. Anyway, and we went to like 3 houses, and the third one, the guy that opened the door was just like, guys, aren't you guys just a little bit old?
Right.
Like,
Get a job.
Yeah.
you gonna give us candy or not?
Yeah.
People do shame you for it. Though. Open the door.
Oh, yeah, no issue with it whatsoever. Like, well, I guess we're done trick or treat.
Did you guys have to tell a joke when you went door to door?
No.
What?
What?
Did no one do that?
Where'd you live?
Wow, I've never heard of that.
Oh, that was the bit. Yeah, when you would answer, you'd be like, all right, what's your joke? And it was trick or treat. That's what, I swear to God, that's what we do.
Every house?
What?
Yeah,
So
you'd
the
have to
joke
have a
was
lot in the
trick or treat?
tank.
I feel like
or just use the same one over and over
like
again.
10 houses.
Well, no, but like,
I barely get through one. Look how long.
well, you can use the
name
same
my
one.
truck.
The neighbors didn't hear the joke he just used on the house before.
Understood. No, that's
But-
a new one to me. I've never heard of
Yeah,
that.
oh no, that's what I
Never heard that in my
I grew
life.
up in
Never heard of
just
that.
outside Des Moines. That's what we
Oh
did.
yeah, I did that every once in a while. My the punchline was P.S. is in the sink.
Oh, wow. Exactly.
Yeah. I'd have given you a lot of candy for that one. That made me laugh. Yeah, that's a new one.
No, that's a real thing.
That's too much work.
Yeah.
That was taking my ass home.
It was fun on being on the other side of it too, because then you just hear the same like 3 jokes every year. The hot rod one,
What?
you know.
Green Bay Packers.
Yep.
That's
pretty
Yeah, see what you did.
Never heard of that.
No, I haven't either.
So just me. Okay.
Yeah, no, maybe we'll get a lot of emails from people saying
Neat.
that they had to tell jokes as well. Me,
I think the other thing is, as long as there's like a please and thank you, I don't care if you're 45, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just want
Yeah.
like
I kind of care if you're 45.
please. Yeah, 45 would be odd, but like, yeah, if you just say please and thank you, yeah, here, take as much as you want. I don't care.
Yeah, if that's your thing.
I don't want to eat it. I don't need to eat it.
Please, may I have some candy?
What is the count coming to my house? James Earl Jones is back.
One Kit Kat. Ha ha ha.
Zach, how high are you right now?
30.
Wow.
This is kind of a sad story, but I'm going to tell you anyway. You guys know that they do that thing, Fat Bear Week, like where you vote on which is the fattest bear and the people watch them and they vote and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody? Okay.
Oh, yeah, they mentioned
I was
that.
waiting for the punchline.
Well, the Fat Bear Week competition in Alaska is being delayed a bit after a bear died in a brutal battle on camera.
Oh.
Yeah. Fat Bear Week is online, and it's a competition that attracts fans from around the world. Those same fans watch the famous brown bears on webcams. And one of those webcams caught all the action of the fatal fight between the larger bear and the female on Monday morning. And in the end, the larger bear was seen dragging the female's body across the river.
My God.
What?
Yeah.
Where can I see this?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I know. The park says it's a reminder that each bear is a real bear, and they compete to survive. The Fat Bear Week had planned to launch last night. Instead, organizers are expected to announce that the Fat Bear candidates tonight because they need to find one more.
Oh.
Damn.
Well,
Wow. That's a hell of a story.
That is a great.
Yep.
Jeez.
that one's just knock it off its competition.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Why did they
It's
have
a gamer.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? You're so fat, you look delicious. I believe is the last
Yeah,
thing.
that's sad.
We'll do some sports when we come back, but right now let's go to Hy-Vee.
Time now for the Vikings Report, presented by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Minnesota Vikings. Linebacker Jonathan Grenard joins the power trip next, thanks to Hy-Vee. And
Just announced Kevin Hart has added a third show to his stop in Minneapolis. Tickets go on sale this Friday for his newly added show on Sunday, February 23rd at the Armory. Get the full details now at KFAN.com keyword calendar, but caller 15 right now. We'll skip the line and win your way in with a pair of tickets. Call 1-800-320-5326. Good luck.
Hey, Perry.
Yeah, Hawk.
Did you ever play, you did, I know the answer to that question, but as an NHL player, a game overseas anywhere?
No.
So I was just looking at the schedule for when we leave and where we're going and what time we got to be there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the logistical nightmare it would be to transport an entire NFL team and all the practice stuff and all the staff overseas?
Yeah, no.
I can't even imagine.
A lot of guys do. They're playing preseason over there now. Some of them are, though.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
of the teams are.
The thing is the travel doesn't change much for what they have to bring. I mean, if it's a road trip, it's a road trip. So like we're used to being on the road for, anywhere from 2 to 2 weeks. Some teams have gone on the road. So packing for it for the trainers and the equipment guys wouldn't be that difficult. Or I shouldn't say that any change that much, but yeah, for whoever handles the travel inside the team, yeah, that one's got to be a pain.
That's
and
tough.
Because so you got to get over there early enough, and then handling everything overseas. I'm sure. But that being said, I'm sure the NHL has got great partnerships over there that help out the teams and what they need for their hotels and all that.
So game time locally here for the Vikes on Sunday is 8:30 a.m., 2:30 p.m. over there in London time.
Yeah, which will be great. I know not everybody is pumped for the 8:30 start. I absolutely am excited for the 8:30 start.
Same.
I'm up early anyway. I can't wait to watch football at 8:30 in the morning because I just can't wait. I'm pumped. It's going to be great.
It's the best. And then we can finish up all the fan line stuff and just sit on our asses and watch the rest of the league.
I'm hoping to catch the second half.
What? You got to wake up.
No, I don't.
Yeah, good
No,
point.
he's talking about right now.
Oh, brilliant.
Second half of the show.
That's true.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
Let's talk some
Time
sports.
for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
The Lynx, evened their series at 1-1 by beating the Suns 77-70. Game 3 is Friday in Connecticut, Maxo.
Yes, sir. I didn't get a chance to watch the game, the Lynx game yesterday, but I saw from the highlights and everything that they started getting a little tough after that first game. Connecticut they were the tougher team. They were jawing at him, and the Lynx kind of found their swagger. Nafisa Collier had 80 points through the first series, and she had 9 last night, but found other ways to make a difference. She had 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and that's just one of the best parts about this Lynx team. It's not dependent on Nafisa Collier being an all-star scorer. Like, they have such a well-rounded team and such a good defense that it really doesn't matter. Courtney Williams went off. She's a mid-range assassin. Kayla McBride was awesome. So yeah, they found their swagger and got a win in front of the Target Center crowd. Now they're sending it to Connecticut and hopefully can extend this series and make it to the next round.
Nafisa is her.
She's the best, man.
Yeah, she's great.
She's awesome.
Yep.
Like,
She's so good.
Like, even last night when she only has 9 points and she struggled shooting, she finds other ways to make a difference. Like, she's never not involved in the game in one way or another. Like, she's incredible, man. And watching her in person last week, she was easily the best player on the court. Like, it's so impressive, man. It's awesome. And I just love the vibes of this Lynx team. After every win, they do the little team dance and everything.
I love
it's the best. Yeah, it's the best, man. They're so much fun. They're so easy to root for. And yeah, they're good. They're good gals, but they got that dog in them. You know what I'm saying? And last night they had to bring out that dog in them to beat the Sun because the Suns had their number pretty much all season.
Yeah, it's like they can be super fun and have a great time, but then they also just show up.
Right, like they could just lock in and just be a super aggressive defense, and then that's where they hung their hats all year, and that's what they did last night.
Here's Cheryl Reeve on the big win.
Obviously disappointed we didn't win the first game, but I felt really, really good about this team's ability to bounce back. And I said the great thing about this group is they just have to be themselves. They don't have to be somebody that they're not. And if we keep being ourselves, we can navigate any difficult time. Right? They know exactly how to do it. And it comes from different people. There's no one that's carrying a heavy load all the time. It's shared. And it's really special to be around.
I do believe.
She won Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. Think about that.
That's pretty cool, right?
Is there anyone better in the world?
She's incredibly
She's
good.
very
Oh my
good.
God,
Yeah.
she's amazing.
The Wild have one preseason game left, Perry, because they beat the Blackhawks last night 7-2. Kaprizov scored and had 3 assists. They open the regular season a week from tomorrow at home against the Blue Jackets at 7 p.m. I'm pretty sure on that wonderful schedule Abbott passes out. The Guardsy and Barrero are there from 3 to 6:30. So there'll be a whole bit going on, but it should be a big game, the first game of the season, Perry.
Yeah, it'll be exciting. It'll be fun. And things are going well for the Wild right now in preseason. Meaning that is with Kaprizov obviously going, X going. You want to see your big boys going, get a good feeling going into the season. You got Lauko. You're looking for somebody who's going to step up in your depth scoring. You got Lauko going like that. Obviously, when you hold Chicago, not that they're the best team in the league by any means, but you're holding them down to 2 goals, so you're doing well defensively. You're doing things right defensively. Obviously not having much of a goaltending issue at all. But yeah, the right guys are scoring, getting on the board. Zuccarello. That being said, yeah, they're all itching at this point. They're ready for the last game of the preseason because they want to play for real now.
Zacho?
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that showed a lot of speed last night, and I hope that's a sign of things to come. You know, we have a Viking squad that wasn't expected to do much and made some surprises, and I think, you know, this year that maybe that's a similar situation with these younger guys stepping up. Joel Eriksson Ek is back in full form. Obviously, Jared Spurgeon had a really rough year last year with all the injuries, but he looked great last night. And I guess, and then Marc-Andre Fleury too didn't play, but was having fun with his teammates. I don't know if you guys saw the video. He did
killed a bear,
some shoveling
right?
and
Wow,
yeah,
how's
he did.
Tommy?
Oh my God.
Put on a disguise and everything. So the team is having fun. The team seems to have an identity that it sorely lacked last year. And I don't know, this could be an interesting year.
Also, Russo put out an article last night with quotes from Leopold. And essentially, Leopold came out and said that no one, quote, I will tell you, no one will offer more money than us or longer to sign Kirill. So all you have to do is prove to him that we want to win. So he's basically putting his chips on the table saying, we will pay him anything he wants as long as he wants to be here.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
truly a
think about
shot chaser with the Pollad situation earlier this week. And then you have that, owner basically saying, it's a business. And Leopold saying, we're going to do whatever we can to win here.
I'm so glad that, he came out and say that. I mean, obviously that's kind of been known. Unsaid.
It's nice to see it, though.
Unsaid, but it's awesome for him to come out and say it and just be like, hey, this is where we are at. And yeah, like you said, especially with the other team across town.
Hogstaddy?
Yeah, I'm sorry to change the subject. And maybe this is old news to some of y'all, but I'm just seeing it for the first time. How about, did you guys know that Frank from American Pickers died?
No.
I saw that.
I saw that last night.
Last
yeah.
night.
Last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it. R.I.P. Frank on Twitter, and I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, he's the, I'm sorry to say it, but the shorter one of the two.
Yeah.
Only 60 years old, apparently passed away at 12:19 last night.
Man, that's
and only 60.
60 years old. Wow, man. I mean, I can't even tell you. It's like, that's a show that I never sat down to watch, but I've seen about 1 million times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah. Man, 60 years old. Let's see if I have any more information on it.
The dad
He was
from Good Times died
battling
yesterday
something.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so sorry to report bad news and
No,
interrupt
that's all right.
sports, but that's a face I know really, really well, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Mike and Frank were the two guys who drove around with the van and bought old stuff. And you're like, man, that'd be a fun
You
job
love
to
old
have.
stuff.
I do. They should
And you
come to
love
my
buying
place.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I am old stuff. I got old stuff myself.
Yeah, it stinks.
I'm sorry. I wash it as much as I can.
The MLB playoffs started yesterday in the best of 3 wild card matchups. The Tigers beat the Astros 3-1. Royals beat the Orioles 1-0. Mets beat Marlars Brew Crew 8-4, and the Padres beat the Braves 4-0. We have Tigers and Astros at 1:30, KC at Orioles at 3:30, Mets at Garlars Brewers at 6:30, and Braves at Padres at 7:30 tonight.
How are the Twins doing?
They don't play anymore. How about this? I've been saving this for an hour and a half.
Yes.
They brought this up. Barrero brought this up. This is an actual text he got from somebody last night. Longtime Twins season ticket holder who canceled yesterday. Today, I received a chance to sign up for the possibility of winning a Kyle Farmer signed baseball if I re-upped my season tickets.
What are we doing?
How tone deaf are you?
Like,
at least make it Carlos Correa.
right, or Buxton.
Kyle Farmer.
Come on, man.
Kyle?
I mean,
respectfully.
Respectfully.
With all due respect, okay, thank you. Now I feel better.
Kyle Farmer, that would be like the Wolves asking you to re-sign up for season tickets and saying, we'll give you a Luke Garza basketball.
A chance to win.
Right.
Just a chance to win. Yeah.
I'd rather have one
Love
that
you, Luka.
Cat left behind. Like, what? That's talk about
ridiculous,
tone
man.
deaf.
Well, and not only that, just the fact that not only did the Tigers and the Royals both get in, but they both are one win away from getting into the next round. It's just an embarrassing look for the Twins.
Yeah,
man.
you are correct. Devontae Adams informed the Raiders that he would prefer to be traded. The Raiders, according to sources, want at least a second-round pick. Brett, do your pack bring him back?
I would be stunned if they did. And watching him in receiver, when he basically came out and said, I don't care if we win or lose, I just want to get mine. That really...
I don't hate that, but yeah.
I mean, that gave me the sports...
You've said that to Abbott a million times.
Abbott has gone, and you are?
So I would be stunned if they did. I know Watson got a high ankle sprain, but I would be shocked if he did.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Some people saying Baltimore, some people saying Washington, Dallas. Buffalo would be sweet.
Yeah, I hope, now that I took him in the Charts Challenge, I hope Buffalo trades for him today. The NFL is suspending Von Miller 4 games for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Allegedly, it stems from some abuse thing.
Of, I believe, was it his pregnant girlfriend?
Domestic abuse. Yeah. Well, if it's true, suspend him for the rest
get him out of the league.
Yeah.
Right.
Get him out of the earth.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
The Gophers battle USC on Saturday at 6:30, pregame at 4:30 on this station. The Gophers are 2-3, and they are 8.5-point underdogs on Saturday. USC is 3-1. The Gophers have lost 6 straight Big Ten games.
You love that. As much as you hate it, you love it.
I mean, they should have won. They should have won last Saturday.
Yeah, they did get.
They should have won last Saturday.
On that. And if you missed the second segment of today's show, or maybe third, 6 a.m., Grimmer broke that down pretty well.
And I thought PJ did an excellent job in that game against Michigan. They could have thrown in the towel.
Honestly, you hated that more than brushing your teeth. You know, I mean, but you said it, and I was proud of you.
Yeah, I think they did an excellent. That might have been his best coaching job since he's been here. Incredible. On the road in crappy conditions. You're down 21-3, and they come all the way back, and they fought. I thought it was excellent, and I give my props to everybody down there in Dinkytown for the football team.
Real quick, before we get a break, and we'll do Vikings news when we come back. And Brett, I'll go ahead and bring you into the conversation on this, because is there anything less surprising than the headlines this week about the Jets being the bad relationship between Aaron Rodgers and his coach? Is there anything less surprising?
It's par for the course.
It is, right?
Yeah.
They're going to fire the head coach.
Jets, Robert Saleh, and Aaron Rodgers at odds over hard count. And then Aaron Rodgers is quoted as saying their relationship is quote unquote great. One word. And nothing less surprising than that.
No.
Right? My gosh. We played them this week.
We're going to beat the bejesus out of them.
I hope we do. They got a great defense, man. Let's see what they can do. And God knows this is one of those games where Aaron Rodgers comes out and plays like Superman, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. But that's okay. We got something for him. Power Trip Morning Show. We'll be right back with Vikings news on the Fan. Welcome back. 742 Power Trip Morning Show. Man, this show is flying by. Parrish and Carly over there. No Rosie today. I believe he's already on the way to jolly old London town.
I think he said he stops in Boston first.
I think he's in Turks.
I think he's driving.
Spot. He's driving?
Yeah, he's driving to jolly old London town. Should be fun.
Did you get him his press pass?
I haven't yet, but I will. I'll take care of him. We need to get to Vikings news. You know, I got some audio in there for you as we prepare to head over to, I don't know what they call it, the London place. Over the sea.
Yeah,
Over the water.
Across the pond.
That's the one I was trying to think of. Thank you.
I would
Across the
guess,
pond.
Hogs, and
Yes,
maybe
sir.
you have that in all the notes that you have. They will practice here tomorrow, right?
Yeah, today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's yeah, exactly. Yes.
They'll practice. Sorry. They'll practice here today.
Yep.
They'll practice here tomorrow,
Like a walkthrough or something tomorrow morning. Sure.
and then
Yeah.
leave. So
Yeah,
we
that's
will
right,
get
yeah.
an injury report today and tomorrow.
Probably right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Radco. You know, and I'll play some audio in a minute, but we were talking about traveling overseas to play. And so, and I was telling you guys that the actual game time over there is 2:30.
Yeah.
Which is 8:30 a.m. here.
Also, the perfect time for a dentist appointment.
Genius.
Tooth hurty.
Oh.
That's a joke I had to say to get candy.
You know what, dude?
I'm more concerned at Brett's genius.
Well, he knew it.
Yeah.
And
Because I've heard it before.
Because of Halloween.
Yeah.
And, that's a dad joke, and you're getting an early start on it. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Good. Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well done.
In the spirit.
That's
Yeah.
my
Proud of you.
Aunt Shelley's favorite joke.
Oh, duly noted.
Yeah,
Hold
you
on
should
one
write-
second.
yeah,
I have
write
no
that
idea.
down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good to have a book.
Because I see her from time to time.
Yeah,
know?
you do.
2:30, tooth hurty, bad joke. Done. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Thank you, man.
Wow.
So it's 8:30 here. So if we get there Friday morning, and the game is Sunday morning, is that enough time for your body clock to adjust? Do you think?
Okay, I was just wondering the same thing. I was surprised. I figured they'd leave today.
But are they trying to even avoid that? Like even having to adjust?
It's a good question, but I
Yeah.
wonder, like just as regular people, if you're playing a game and what your body is telling you is 8:30 a.m., that means the pregame starts at 6:30 a.m., which means you probably get on the bus at about 4:30 a.m. to go to the stadium.
The CP time.
Yeah.
Right.
So if your body doesn't have time to adjust, you're thinking it's 8:30 in the morning and you're about to play a football game. I mean, as an athlete, does that kind of thing affect you at all, Mark?
Yeah, we definitely would feel it. For like going out west, like especially when I was playing in New York, going to the West Coast, we had trouble sleeping in because our body clocks were telling us to get up at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. Which for pro athletes, that's extremely early.
Yeah.
So you kind of run into that, where it was kind of difficult. And yeah, when you'd fly back, you'd feel a little bit of a hangover. Cause I just remember during the Olympics, there was a big snowstorm, so we couldn't fly in 2 days early. We got in, the night before we played Kazakhstan. And I think it was Kazakhstan. I don't know who it was. But
We'll go with it.
Don't fact check me on that one, please.
Everyone fact checking.
Thank God. So we turned around and played, a little over 24 hours later, and it was awful. I mean, it was just zero energy, felt just terrible, and then still didn't feel great that next day too, and that's why it's kind of surprised that they wouldn't give you more time than that.
Yeah.
Or give their guys more time than that.
Right.
Excuse me.
I don't know this, and I don't need you, Hockey, giving away team secrets, but I would bet that the majority of the starters, that's 22 players, right? 11 on each side,
Sure.
would
That's how math works.
would all get those pods, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
you think
yeah,
all the starters get pods
Right.
and they will be sleeping and put on like a regular, if let's say you guys leave at 5 at night, right? 8 o'clock, we go to bed, lights go out and all that, right? Like they will treat it like they are at home.
I'm sure you're right. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they'll probably try.
I don't think you ever got a pod, did you, Parrish?
They weren't around when I was playing.
Yeah.
How did you get to places? Horse and buggy?
Well, we flew, but Anyway, no, they might be trying to match the sleep time. So like leave when it's when they would be going to bed in London, right?
Yeah.
So travel in, then when they
yeah.
So when they get there, it would be in the morning, of what on Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an interesting thing, and I'm sure that there's a lot of factors that go into it, and you got to say, pick your poison. Do you want to do this or do you want to do this?
Oh, for sure.
So
that was like going to Colorado, Calgary. Anytime you go into the mountains.
Yes. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, head for the mountains, right?
Yeah.
That air up there is thin.
Van Ginkel's excited.
Obviously, playing in London, it's it's a quick trip. You got to get your sleep and get your body clock right and make all the adjustments that way. And I'm excited to play this Jets team that has a healthy Aaron Rodgers, and he can still sling the ball. He's still playing at a high level, so you got to come prepared and not take this team for granted.
What a nice surprise that guy is.
Yeah, everybody says he's super cool, too.
And he looks like a rock star. He looks like a football player, and he goes out there, and man, is he everywhere.
He's excellent, yeah.
He's really great. And he was asked, what did you learn about this team last week when you're for the first time, basically this season, your backs were against the wall and you found a way?
I learned that we're, a resilient team. Obviously, we got tested there late in the game, and we got to come together as a team, and we got to figure out how to not let it snowball and let it affect our play, and continue to just take it one game at a time and one play at a time, and when these bad plays happen, we got to be able to bounce back and, not let it affect the outcome of the game.
They did, and they still won,
Yeah.
Disaster, and yet they still found a way to win. So
I think the thing we learned yesterday, Hawk, with our guy Jonathan Grenard was that they are treating it like a loss. And I know, there's part of you that's like, all right, you won. But I think the other thing that's good is they saw, because the Packers, when they can go back and just rip the ball, they are incredible at what they do. And they saw that with that defense and how good the defense can be. But then when they went into that hurry up and they got tired out, they got ripped apart. They really did. I know it was sometimes short fields, but I think they're going to learn from that. And I think they're going to realize that they got to put more pressure and they got to play a different way. I think they can learn a ton from that win against Green Bay. And I think they'll use that against a very similar built team, because I overheard Brett saying, and he's 100% right, and I never thought of this.
Wow.
When Rodgers all he talked about in Green Bay is how he got no weapons. And then all of a sudden he gets to the Jets and he wanted all the weapons he had from Green Bay. It's a very similar team because that's the way Rodgers wants it, right, Brett?
Yeah, he wanted Lazard. He wanted Mercedes Lewis to come to the Jets. Exactly.
He's my age.
The big tight end.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that guy.
It wouldn't surprise me if you start hearing rumors. Oh, is Devontae Adams going to go to the Jets?
Yeah, that makes yeah.
So it's bound to happen with Rodgers. That's just like you say. Whether he likes to be in the headlines or the media likes to write about him, I think they go hand in hand. But yeah, the Packers actually looked semi-decent in the second half, but some of that was self-inflicted on Minnesota too.
Yeah, but I think the defense will play better, and I just think that the Jets are a bad team. I think they're one loss away from complete turmoil. They just are. As you said, Hawk, the head coach and the quarterback are fighting. I think they've fought a long time. We had the shove 2 weeks ago. That bit is not going to go away. And a big win by the Vikings would put them even into more turmoil. And if you're 5-0 and you can roll into the bye, what an unbelievable situation we would have on our hands.
It truly is.
It'd be sweet because, I know they play Detroit at some point. I think that's right after the bye. But you're at the Rams, not good. The Colts are terrible. And then Jacksonville they haven't won a game. And Max's Titans are maybe the worst team in football.
Yep.
And then you're at the Bears for Monday night, and you got a good chance to win a lot of games. And you just stack these wins, and then who knows in the playoffs. You get that kind of defense in a playoff situation where they add a ton of pressure to an already pressure-filled situation. The sky's the limit with this team. And I say it every time we talk about the Vikings. Hockey was right. I was completely wrong. And I thought they'd be 1-8. I thought we were going to pick 5th overall and take the corner from Colorado. They are not going to pick 5th overall. They're going to be a dynamite team. And they win because of defense. They put pressure on you from all over. And they're going to do that on Sunday because Aaron doesn't move in the pocket much anymore. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Love it. Thank you. One more time that I was right.
No, you were right. You said when Captain Negative and I were going, they're going to be.
He's a sergeant now.
Oh, sergeant.
Yeah.
Congrats on the
saying
promotion.
they're going to, they'll beat the Giants. I said this. They're not going to beat the Niners, Texans, or Packers, and good luck in London against the Jets. They've won all 4 of them. You were right. You said, why don't we let them play a game?
You're giving me a half.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
You were right.
You were right.
You're smart.
Yeah.
I'm
We're going to add an excellent piece to J.J. McCarthy, and
You're
let's roll next season. I don't know. Depends on who you ask.
Yeah. The Athletic, by the way.
Yeah.
They put out their
They're moving
anonymous.
to Sacramento, aren't they?
Gee.
Never mind.
That's a baseball joke.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. No, it's the dad jokes, man. And I get it.
I'm practicing.
You're getting ready. They have this anonymous player poll where they ask them questions and you don't know who was answering, right? I like that. It's cool. One of the questions was, if you were to start an NFL team from scratch, who is the first non-quarterback you would draft?
Oh, excellent question.
Thank you. I didn't come up with it, but I'll take it. Who do you think anonymous NFL players said?
Non-quarterback.
Non-quarterback. That's the key. If you were starting an NFL franchise.
Justin.
He was second.
Is it a defensive player?
It is another wide receiver.
CD.
Nope.
Tyreek,
yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Tyreek is... He's struggling.
Well,
because the quarterback play in Miami is so bad.
They're terrible.
I mean, you put him on Buffalo.
Oh my God,
he'd score 40 points a game.
Yeah,
or even back on Kansas City.
Yeah,
probably never should have.
I don't think they'll allow that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but wow, who's third?
Myles
Parsons?
Garrett.
Oh,
Myles Garrett was third.
Monster.
Micah Parsons was fourth.
Yeah,
Max Crosby was fifth.
Oh,
man,
Max Crosby's great.
He's really good, man.
That
guy's real good. Favorite NFL road trip according to NFL players?
Vegas.
That was second by a wide margin to Los Angeles.
Really? Didn't you hate that spot, don't you?
The stadium's hard to deal with, but again, everything for me is based on how hard it is for me to do my job.
Yeah, I get that. And
I
it's
wonder why Los Angeles is the one for the guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's great to go to L.A.
Well, yeah, but...
warm up.
Yeah, there's something to that, but it's weird because the traffic is terrible.
Yeah, there's so
obviously.
much about it that's difficult.
The stadium is not in a good part of town.
Yeah, but for like a football team, though, Perry, like for you guys, you go for like 4 days.
It wasn't that difficult for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you go for 4 days.
Yeah.
Well, it's different for a football team. They get there at,
Yeah.
The stadium itself is sick.
Yeah, but
I've done a tour of it.
Thing.
It's in a tough. It's in a tough part of town, right?
But that's not a problem for us.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So it went. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like Saucy was saying, it's they probably said it because it's a home game.
It's
for
a
the
home
road
game.
team.
Yeah,
it's a home game for the road team because the Chargers fans or whoever don't. They don't show
Chargers
up.
fans.
Yeah, they don't show up.
Sorry, Hawk, to interrupt your bit, but did you go when the Chargers played in that soccer stadium?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's a home game.
Yeah, that was the weirdest game I've ever been a part of. Even weirder than going to London to play a game.
Yeah.
Was playing an NFL football game in what looked like a high school football stadium.
Yeah.
It was really, really weird.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the weirdest thing was COVID year. But
Because the Rams played at the Coliseum, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we didn't play them that year. Yeah.
No.
Let's see. So it went Los Angeles, Las Vegas, then Seattle, which is a great city to go.
Yes.
That
Seattle.
stadium's
I love
loud.
Seattle.
Miami and New York. Minnesota came in, 15th or something like that?
Yeah.
But Minnesota came in behind London, or tied with London, which I was surprised about. I'm surprised the players kind of like going to London, but I wonder, and I don't even know the answers. I swear to you, I don't know. I wonder if the players, since we have a bye week, are allowed to stay in London.
I think that's a great question.
Thank you. That's like two great questions I've had today.
I would think so.
I would guess some are.
Huh, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Perry?
I
Don't you think? Like the captains, captains probably. I'm sure some of the younger guys.
You want to,
but I don't. I mean,
because you're already away. You can just you only have to pay one ticket one way.
Brett's trying to get me to skip.
Yeah, just don't even bother with this one. Just go to the next one.
No, talk about it.
This is according to pop music. According to the NFL players, least favorite NFL road trip is Green Bay.
See, I disagree. Green Bay, and I'm not just saying this because my wife's a Packer fan and my mother-in-law is a diehard Packer fan. Green Bay is the coolest place to go as a fan.
Would you
It
say
just
your
is.
wife is a
Yeah, but
easy Packer fan?
But
Well, I hope she's,
the locker room amenities there have got to be awful for the visiting team.
Yeah, but I just
Awful
think from
compared
a-
to what you
yeah,
have for the rest
yeah,
around the rest
yeah,
of the league.
yeah.
And the hotels that they're used to, are they in Green Bay?
You know,
No.
I got to
Yeah.
tell you, we stay in Appleton, and I did an interview with a Milwaukee radio station on Friday, and they asked me about this exact question. And it is like you got on the plane and there was a time warp, and you went through it and you landed. But I kind of like it. We stay in hotels that I will never ever get to stay in again once I no longer do this job, except for in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And there's something I kind of
Hawk
dig about
pays
it.
for all of
Yeah.
it.
You know,
Well,
there's a Lombardi's Steakhouse in the hotel where we stay,
Yeah.
and it is like you expect to see Archie Bunker when you walk in there.
Yeah.
It feels like that. But there's something kind of cool. That's how it should feel when you go to Green Bay. As a player, though, when you're used to staying at the
St.
Ritz-Carlton
Regis,
or whatever.
Exactly.
I can see what you're saying.
Well, and yeah, that's the thing too. Is like you say, time warp. We always made the joke when we went to Edmonton. Hey, we landed in Edmonton, boys. Turn your clock back 20 years. You know, and it wasn't in adoration.
Yeah, right.
You know,
right.
it was just, like you put your head down. Most guys just got room service. So there was like a couple restaurants you ate at. That was it. Get in and out. And nobody wanted to hang out in Edmonton.
It's weird because Green Bay's number one, least favorite NFL road trip. Buffalo's number two, and they're very similar.
Oh my God.
I've
They're
never
very, very similar.
Buffalo's probably, yeah.
How much do you think the weather?
Depending on if
Plays
you're
part in that,
U.S. or
too.
Canadian,
Yeah, good point.
you're talking 1 and 2 right there
Yeah.
for least favorite road trips.
Yeah.
But because Buffalo, the one good steakhouse is in the hotel. So there's no reason. You just go to the hotel, you go to the rink,
You go to your room.
and that's it.
Go to the Voo.
How
You
about
get the
Winnipeg?
hell out. Winnipeg, that was the only place that I did after walking out after a game that I got somebody trying to sell me crack.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
How much
Damn
was
it,
it?
Zach.
Did you buy it?
Yeah. You got any of
No.
that on you?
Was it on sale?
No,
Pretty good deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you dicker
BOGO?
with a crack dealer?
Whoa. Your sister would.
How dare you?
Oh. So
Yeah.
that's Winnipeg.
So, so I guess it's a very, very close third.
Real quick, because I'm running late, but I find this interesting, and you guys tell me what you think the response was. This is, again, anonymous NFL players were asked this by The Athletic. Has Taylor Swift's presence at Chiefs games been a positive for the NFL, a negative for the NFL, or neither? What do you think the overwhelming response was? Again, Taylor Swift's presence at Chiefs games, has it been a positive for the NFL, a negative for the NFL, or neither?
Probably positive. I would
gonna
go
say-
positive
I
or
would
neither.
say I
I gotta
would
be
say
positive.
I'm going to say positive because of revenue.
Or maybe
Yeah,
neither.
there's got to be
More
the
eyeballs,
Swift.
yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. The Swifties have got to be buying
Yeah.
Kelsey stuff and Casey
But I
stuff.
don't know if the players care because they don't watch.
No,
you know,
yeah.
they're not watching on TV. It's more the fans.
72.5% of responders said it was a positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
I mean-
4.9% said negative. 22.5% said it didn't matter either way.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you watch TV and the Taylor Swift Kelsey brother effect is massive.
Oh my lord!
Yeah.
I mean,
they're everywhere.
every
He's in a
commercial.
cereal
Everywhere.
commercial, and then literally the next commercial is the Subway commercial with Travis Kelsey in it. They're everywhere.
I'm going to ask you a question that might be embarrassing for me, but I'm going to go ahead anyway.
You asking
Saucy.
all of us or me?
You.
Oh boy.
Who is C.J. Gardner Johnson?
CJ Gardner Johnson plays for the Jets.
According to the NFL players, he's the most annoying player in the NFL by a wide margin.
I think he.
They
I think
voted
he's.
on
he
that?
plays for the
Yes.
Eagles.
No, they did
Oh,
not.
It's
I
anonymous.
think he's
Yeah.
a corner, right?
Yeah, he's
They'll
a safety for the
trust
Eagles.
me.
Yeah.
They'll have that. We used to get those all the time.
Did you
where,
really?
where like reporters would come in and do certain polls or whatever, and like usually the coach would, kind of vent it and go through it and just be like, okay, and then he'd come into the locker room and be like, boys, we're not answering this question.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah.
Right. So it goes Gardner Johnson by a wide margin,
Yeah.
followed by Christian Wilkins,
The now defensive tackle for the Raiders.
and then Max Crosby.
I love Max.
I
Crosby.
think he talks a lot of smack.
I do too, but he
Yeah.
does talk a lot of smack. Yeah, Travis
Yeah.
Kelsey was tied down at 1, 2, 3, 4,
untie
5th.
him.
Yeah, Hawk, actually,
Thank you.
Gardner Johnson, he just was in some hot water because I think he plays for the Eagles and he was on Micah Parsons, the Cowboys players podcast, and they were breaking down and laughing about how one of his Eagles teammates got burned in the game over the weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Laughing at his own teammate.
It's over for that.
They were
team.
like, it's
Wow.
The
I
Eagles
can't
are
even
a
imagine
disaster.
that. Could you imagine a Vikings player being on like a Packers podcast and being like, like,
Oh, no.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
And-
unfair, especially in Philly. I mean, he's gonna get eaten alive.
And I'll tell you this, and this sounds very homerish, and like, the sky is so blue these days, but I'm going to tell you, I can't imagine, especially an NFL, I should say a Vikings player on this current team doing that.
Yeah,
These
right.
guys seem to really like each other, man.
I think
they
it
really
also,
do.
I think the Eagles bit is basically the inmates are running the asylum.
Yeah, right.
I think that Soriano, however you say his name, has no control over
Soriano,
that
yeah.
team. None.
Surprisingly, Aaron Rodgers only got a couple of votes. I thought he would be number one with a bullet, but maybe players don't mind it as
I
much
think
as fans.
They're
think
not
they
paying
really
They're not
like
paying
him.
attention to the media.
Yeah, right.
You didn't pay attention to me when you were out
No.
playing? Oh,
Wait, am I supposed to be now?
what?
If you should pay attention to Jock, because I mean,
Son of a.
Wow, you're getting tag team like your Hawk sister.
how dare you? Patrick Moore Show break. Come right back. It's 8:05. You're listening to The Fan. That's right.